So Andrew Chalice on Facebook has asked, who is your celebrity crush? I think Kate Middleton, someone like Adele. I think she's aesthetically to look at. She's very beautiful. Oh, and also Tom Hardy's fit, and David Gandy's got amazing eyes as well. I love blue eyes. I'm a sucker for blue eyes. Yeah. Hope that answers your question. Georgia Patterson on Facebook has asked, where has been your favourite place to travel so far and why? Very good question, Georgia. I have a long list of places where I've travelled and I do struggle to find a favourite. But one that does spring to mind is Bali. It's just one of those places where, you know, the people were so nice, they were so cool, so humble and friendly. George has asked two questions at the bottom there. Where would you like to travel to that you have never been yet? More recently, one of my best friends has moved to Japan and he keeps saying that I should come out and visit him. So I think Tokyo would be really cool. Just looks really like happening, really trendy and cool and techy. Yeah.
Your most favourite time of the year, so that's Easter, Christmas or Halloween?
Favourite time of the year? Obviously November, because it's my birthday. Fuad in London has asked, will you marry me? Well, I don't think I'm ready to get married. Gavin on Facebook has asked, as an aspiring songwriter myself, what is your inspiration on method for writing a song? Do you start with lyrics or the melody? Well, Gavin, once I've got the melody in place, then I add the lyrics, and usually I've got a subject. So, for example, there's a song I've written called Lies, and when I was writing it, I already had the story in my head. I already had what I was going to say. I knew what the song was about, but I just needed a melody. I always find it easier to write once I've got a melody in place, so I come up with a melody and then write the lyrics. Hope that answers your question. Holly Megan from Facebook, where in Wales are you from? Oh, that's a cute name. I like that name, Holly Megan. Where in Wales are you from? Good question. I'm from a small village in South Wales near Bridgend, and that is in between, you get Cardiff and Swansea. I'm in the middle. It's called Mid Glamorgan, and I grew up by the coast, so I'm very fortunate to be based in between two cities and also live by the seaside, and obviously London's not that far away. That's where I'm from. Robbie Jones on Facebook, what's your favourite scary movie? I've got lots of them. I can remember watching Scream for the first time, and I think it actually traumatised me. I was terrified by that white ghost mask, and I always remember, like, if I was doing anything at night or if I was in my house by myself, I would just think, oh, there's someone in the house, you know what I mean? You know, it's quite a scary film. In fact, I shouldn't have watched that film. I was very young watching it. And I blame my older siblings because they were the ones that would be watching things like Freddy Krueger and Candyman. And I would be, what, 8? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, that's not cool, man. Where would you take somebody on a first date? I would take someone on a first date probably to a nice location like the Shard. I think living in London, you've got some beautiful architectures and buildings and beautiful places to sort of explore. And I think if you've never been to the Shard, or if you've never been to, you know, one of the really tall buildings in London, the view is amazing. At night, once everything's lit up, you know, little drink by the bar, candle lit nibbles and things like that. That's always a nice thing to do. For example, if I do go on first dates, I keep it very, you know, chilled and relaxed, and just cheeky Nando's. I think that's cool. That's what I do. So thanks, Chris. So Josh on Facebook has asked, when did you last cry? I went to the cinema to watch a brand new film called Lion, starring Nicole Kidman and Dev Patel. I love a true story. I remember watching it and I had a scarf on at the time. And I kid you not, at the end of the film, I was sunk down in my seat and I had to put the scarf over my mouth. Not because I didn't care if anyone saw me crying. It was more about, I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop. I was just like gagging. I was like, And I nearly got up to leave because I just thought, I'm gonna just burst into tears in a minute. Even though I was crying, I felt like I couldn't contain it. When I left, I looked behind me and the whole cinema was just the same. Miles Longfield on Facebook has asked, what's your most unusual request? I guess many years ago I was in a boy band and somebody wanted the leather gloves I used to wear. Can you believe I used to wear leather gloves? I have not got a clue what I was thinking. Jane McKnight on Facebook has asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Good question, Jane, and hello, I know you're in the Midlands, hopefully I'll be there soon. In 5 years' time, I see myself releasing music, gigging all over the world, owning my own business. You know, I'd love to be in a position to just make a living out of doing what I love, and obviously, again, owning my own business and becoming a massive success. Who doesn't? Sam McKnight on Facebook has also asked, when are you next in Birmingham? That's a really good question, Sam. Hopefully I'll be in Birmingham in the next couple of weeks. I am going to be gigging as soon as the summer hits. One of my songs is called Something's Changed, which will be out in the summer. So hopefully when I'm touring and gigging and I'm in Birmingham, I'll let you know as soon as. Alex has asked, what has been your favourite gig to perform at? When I went to Miami, I was just starting to gig some of my original music. That was one gig where I felt so nervous, I felt so anxious. And I've only ever felt that nervous when I did my driving test. Oh, it was horrible. But then when I got through it, I just thought, yeah, I can do this. So we've got one last question, which is from Gary in Bradford. Hello, Gary in Bradford. I love it up that part of the country. I love the accent. So hello. When will you be releasing your music? Good question. I have been working solidly on my original music. I'm going to be releasing in the summer, so in the next couple of months. Make sure you're looking out for it. I will obviously be posting it as soon as I've got a release date. And yeah, so I hope that answers all of your questions. If you didn't ask me a question, I will be doing some more question and answer stuff on social media. Make sure you jump to my Facebook, Christopher Hall, Haul, where that's going to be my main page